If I could just ask everybody to cross your fingers for me. Let's hope this works.
Do you remember? Do you remember?
That was an awesome phone.
Mason! Oh, Mason! What's up, buddy? Hey, how are you feeling? Your head doing good? Hold on. Luke, shut your door or be quiet. You choose. Thank you. Mason, you know, in life, there's advantages and disadvantages to being a sender. Sometimes when you're a sender, you crash, but there's advantages and disadvantages to crashing too, you know what I'm saying? One of the advantages of crashing is that you get things in the mail. This is something that came in the mail today from Grandma Vicky. It's my grandma, Mason's great grandmother.
Hey, look, it's a snail.
It's a snail? Grandma, how did you know Mason likes snails?
I'm assuming this is a card, yep, and it's $25 due.
Ooh. Thank you very much, Grandma. Do you want to say thanks to Grandma Vicky?
Thank you.
Dear Mason, so sorry to hear about your crash. Enclosed bills may help go towards a new helmet or to fix up your motorcycle. Oh, thank you very much, Grandma Vicky, for that. You want to say thank you?
Thank you. It's a frisbee. Catch it.
Okay, the card is not a frisbee. Okay, thank you very much, Grandma. Mason, he's checking to make sure this is real money, grandmother. Let's see. Yep, okay, that checks out. Let's check the 20. Does that look real? Here, move your hand right there. We got the watermark. Move this hand. Move it. Okay, good. Yep, it's real. Grandma sent real money this time. Trying something new today. We're experimenting a little bit. So last time I washed the bikes, I got this specifically designed soap for dirt bikes. It worked really great. It was expensive, but I really liked it. Unfortunately, it didn't last very long. I think I was able to wash all the bikes twice and then I ran out. So this time I'm gonna try simple green, just see what the result is. We're just gonna see if I'm able to get the same result with a quarter of the price. Mason's put 26 hours on his bike since he's gotten it. And probably about half of those hours were of him winning races.
Okay, one's hot, one's cold. If he guesses like the cold one, then he gets it dumped on his head, but he doesn't know until it gets dumped on his head.
Okay, Mason. Okay, don't touch it, Mason. Just come pick which one you want.
Just pick, don't touch it. Just that one. You want this one? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is it cold or hot?
That felt good. Okay, no. I did that to you.
Mason.
No, turn it on. It's supposed to break open on it. That hurt. I'm sorry. It hurt my back. It's supposed to break open on his back.
Oh, sheesh. This bike will have sat in the garage for about a month while Mason was recovering from his concussion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dump the gas out and we'll refill it with fresh fuel for him. If I could just ask everybody to cross your fingers for me. Let's hope this works. Mason's bike has been sitting in the garage and I've noticed a slow oil leak underneath the bike, so I thought maybe I didn't tighten the drain plug all the way or something. Unfortunately, it wasn't something that simple. I don't know if it was from his crash or what, but apparently there's a small crack in the case. So the last few weeks we've been contemplating, trying to figure out what we want to do once Mason can start riding again. A new case isn't that expensive. I can get a new case for 300 bucks. The expensive part is trying to install it. You literally have to take the engine all the way apart. So I'm thinking, okay, no big deal. The bike's got over 100 hours on it. We should probably go through it anyways. What if, while we have someone take it apart, we'll just have them put a new top end in it, a new crank, and the bike will have new life. It'll be good to go. I seriously looked into that. It's gonna be 1,500 bucks. So it is kind of a lot of money, but I say it all the time. The cost of a bike is in the maintenance, not so much in the initial purchase. So no big deal, right? $1,500, we basically have new life in this bike. It's basically like brand new, and he's good to go, ready to rip, right? Well, the problem is this. There's this thing here in Washington, it's called coronavirus. There's no races going on, right? Yes, the tracks are starting to open, we can go practicing, but there's no races. Mason is 8. He basically has until the end of the year before he has to move up to the 65 class. So he's got one more year, one more shot to do as good as he can in the 50 class. Normally I'd have no problem spending $1,500 so that he has a great bike to race. Problem is, do I want to spend $1,500 on a bike when there may not be any races? Lillian, do you know any psychic hotline numbers that we could call? We need answers. I need to know what to do. I don't know what to do. I guess we may have to rely on the commenters. What do you guys think I should do? But okay, here's what I'm thinking. I grab, where'd it go? I use JB Weld, see if it'll fix the crack, and let Mason just ride the wheels off of it like we did with the Polini, right? As soon as the bike gives out, then he moves up to a 65. If we were in the middle of a championship series, I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to have the bike crap out when he's competing for races and trying to gather points. Since there's no series, should we just let him ride the bike until it dies and then move up to a 65? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But we're gonna see if this will buy me some more time. If it works, great. I mean, what's the worst thing will get to happen? It doesn't work, and then we have to spend $1,500 on the new engine. All right, so I just watched a YouTube video on how to use this, so shouldn't have any problems now. That should be enough. I'm gonna kind of mix this together. Mix it together until it's warm. The disadvantage of Mason moving up to the 65 is that he's still a little bit too short for it. Same thing with Luke. Luke's just a little bit too short to ride the 85 comfortably, so that's why we wanted to keep him down. Part of the reason why we wanted to keep him down until the end of the year, but you know, I guess that's why God created starting blocks. I've actually always wanted to be a welder, but now I think I can put JB Welding on my resume because that actually looks pretty good. The instructions say to let it cure for an hour, but I think I'm gonna let it sit overnight. I mean, it's almost nighttime anyway, so I'll let this sit and then we'll put oil in it tomorrow and, you know, hope for the best.
The next day.
We gotta make a very special trip to Pro Caliber to get a special helmet for a special head. Hey, there it is.
And it's damaged.
Yeah, we're gonna get a non-damaged helmet to put on Mason's damaged head. I wanna give a big thank you to all of the super chats and donations that people made on our live videos. And specifically, we wanna give a big thank you to Honda Rider 11113 because he hooked us up really big so that we could get this helmet for Mason today.
Yeah.
So thanks, Honda Rider.
Thanks, Honda Rider.
Sweet. You wanted gray felt helmet, right, Mason?
Like it. Ooh, those are gonna match your boots.
Nice. No, you need to try it on before we leave, dude. We're not gonna buy it without you trying it on first.
No, don't break it.
Then how do I get it out?
Like this, very easily.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it? Here, let's go find a mirror. Let's make sure you like it before we spend this much money. Come over here. Yeah? We have to go back.
It's gonna match it. So
Hold on. New helmet montage. Alright guys, real quick before we go, I do want to give a shout out to our buddy Miles over here at Pro Caliber. He's always taking care of us, always does a good job, gives us service with a smile, or at least I think he has a smile on. We can't always tell under the mask, but seriously, if you come into Pro Caliber, ask for Miles. This dude is awesome, knows his stuff, always does a good job working with us. So thank you very much for your help.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Let's do a high five,
We'll see you after.
COVID high five through the, perfect, all
Thank you
right.
very much, guys.
Thanks, Miles.
Have fun.
So we ended up going with the 60 helmet for 2 reasons. 1, Mason really likes orange, and 2, because of Miles. Miles talked to us for a long time. He explained the advantages and disadvantages of all the helmets. 60 has a lot of technology and innovation, research behind the helmet. It's got a composite shell, which is really important, as well as the suspension things. I don't know, look it up. They said it was safe, okay? That's what the ad said. Mason, come here. Do you think this will hold?
What is that? I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, what is that?
There was a crack right here, and then I fixed it
What?
with the putty thing. Got Mason, he's got brand new Alpine Star boots to
Oh, yeah, I've
match
already
his
posted-
brand new
I've already
helmet.
posted it on Instagram.
Okay, well, you gotta post your helmet to Instagram too, Mason.
I already did.
it totally matches exactly.
See, look, helmet, orange, boots, orange, helmet, white, boots, white, helmet, black, boots, black.
That's gray,
Oh, dang.
Still.
but still black.
Right on, man. I'm excited. You ready to go ride tomorrow? We just gotta get the bike back
Get
together.
the bunny on camera.
Bunny,
Bunny wants a hand.
where you going, Bunny?
Oh, honey, don't.
Bye, Bunny. Moment of truth, guys. I just put the recommended 6.7 ounces of oil in. Let's see if it's gonna hold. Darn it. Maybe try putting a little bit more on, I guess.
You tried your best, and you failed miserably.
3 hours later.
Well, I don't know. That may have done it, guys. Well, it would have been nice if there was a little bit of daylight, but from what I could tell, it looks like it's holding. It looks like there isn't a leak. We're gonna test it out tomorrow. There's a break in the weather, so we're gonna go out to Riverdale. Mason's gonna ride for the first time in a month. If this works, this would literally be my greatest win ever. Basically, a $5 container of JB Weld just saved us from completely having to rebuild a TC50. Crossing my fingers, hopefully it works out. But for now, I gotta get this thing put back together.